Hello. Hello. It is time. I'm wondering, did you say the movie's gonna start soon because you saw something on Twitch, or was it just purely based on the clock? I'm curious. Oh, I just realized I'm still on my VPN. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues. We'll see, we'll see. Hold on, let me try to just type a message. Okay, it appears in the chat. I'm happy. I Twitch doesn't discriminate against this VPN endpoint. We're fine. The stream might die at some point, but that's what we have to deal with. I was chatting with someone, and yeah, uh, didn't take time to properly prepare, but it's fine. It's fine. I make my own choices in my own life. Aye. Yeah, that's the only thing I forgot. I just forgot to turn off the VPN. Damn. Anyway, let me. I will soon turn on the screen. Don't worry about that. I don't think so. All my volume is the same as before. But I could put Discord on streamer mode. Streamer mode. There we go. Then I gotta send a ping. Stream notif. At stream notif. Damn, I almost just put a frowny face instead of a smiley face. Anyway, that's there. That's good. That is good. Yeah, I might be just talking quieter. That might be a thing. Also, oh, you can see the screen, and oh, you can no longer see the splash screen. I guess I don't know what to call that. Anyway, we do keep the cycle going. Oh yeah, last time I forgot to take off the stream text thing. No, it wasn't even last time. It was the time before that. No, it was last time. I can't even tell anymore. I cannot tell. And also, there's the memories of the one time where like the flatback version of OBS didn't work, and yeah, I had to like make do with the system package version. Look at all those mouse cursors just hanging around there. Holy, amazing, amazing. So zoomed out. I just gotta wait for the zoom in, and then after that I can close the cycle. Oh, there we go. You can see so much further in when it's zoomed in like this. And then it zooms out back. Alright, that's I love that. I'm just slightly mad that the text is there now, but it's gonna zoom out eventually. And it'll be just a blip. Anyway. Oh, I updated my system. Wow. Anyway. Also, I'm back on the main branch. I think I might have been on the main branch the last time I streamed, but I went on a dev branch for a while. Let me open up who desktop. I was doing some stuff here. Oh yeah. But I basically rewrote the command console, and it's in a separate file now. It's great, great stuff. I have more plans for this. To make the command stuff better, I'm probably gonna write some macros, or I'm gonna define a struct for the arguments for a command, and then from that struct, I'll just make like a single function where you take in the command console string and then it just parses the arguments, and if it fails, then it gives you a reasonable error. But I don't have to like write that myself. And the other thing is like right now I have that, and that works, like giving the errors and making the parsing kind of easy. But I also want to have autocomplete, right? Or like suggesting a thing put onto the console, and that's harder to do. Well, I mean, I could do like either or, kind of. At least I think so. But doing both at the same time is not really that easy. Well, let me think. The thinker. Yeah, no, it's I pretty much require macros for that. Because if I have a command, let's take teleport for example, right? We're parsing a block position here. So we're just taking the console string and then we're just getting a thing from that. It's like, okay, well, yeah, fair enough. Now let's say I want to make autocomplete. I need to make a similar piece of code where instead of handling console input, I'm gonna say, oh, okay, let's get the autocomplete. And we're gonna get the string. And like I'm gonna have to call a function, which is basically like get autocomplete options for this argument. And it's just like slightly different, but it means that I have to write the same code again, which is a bit sucky. Yeah. So basically, every single one of these commands I have to write twice, once for the actual command and once for the autocomplete. And then if I want to have like a help command and I want to have like help stuff for the individual commands, then I have to write each command 3 times, which is not that good. So I'm gonna have to make some macro stuff, just define the things and blah yada yada yada. So the idea is that I'm gonna be able to write a command struct and then basically do derive and then do something like this, where I just derive the console command and then it generates all the methods. That's the end goal. Not for now. I'm not working on autocomplete. I'm working just on having the commands. Autocomplete comes later, right? I don't know if I have written anything about that in the actual notes that I have here. Also, I need to clean these notes. I just have an empty file. Anyway, that's the note for now. I have some notes about this in my main notes that I don't show on the stream, but it is what it is. That's gonna go there. Yep. Well, let me show you what I have done. Right. So also I'm gonna need to clear out my mouse pad, but it's like there's school books and whatever. Have you not seen the race block? Maybe not. Maybe not. So I would maybe prefer to call it the start line. Anyway. The race block sounds a bit strange. Anyway. But we can jump around. This is not what I've... Well, I mean, this is also what I've been doing. Not the thing that I was thinking about showing, but... Yay! And we finished it in 13.7. Not my best time. I think my best is like 13.4 or something. What do you mean by POV? Oh, FOV. Well, yeah, POV, first person. Oh, there you go. Any more questions? I would have to actually calculate the FOV. I don't know. I can tell you that the FOV plane is 1.7 units far away from the camera. That I can tell you. That is the thing that I control. So if you imagined the camera as a point, then the plane that you're looking at like this distance is 1.7, right? No, it's not necessarily degrees, right? Oh, I mean, you could imagine your screen as an idealized plane. Or, I mean, the other way around, I guess. Anyway. But yeah, I don't specify the FOV in degrees. I would have to calculate it. I'm too lazy to. Well. Uh, but I need to actually bring the console into view for this. Do this. Actually, I will make it translucent. Why not? So, I can now say store pause A. Oh, and I need to say A here because, anyway. And now I can say TPA. And then I teleport to the position that I stored, right? Because when I parse a block position, I also look at this, like, storage thing. And if there's a thing there, and if I try to say, like, TPB, then that doesn't work, right? We don't have a position stored with the name B. What I could do is go here and say store pause B here. I don't know, I might change this command so it takes the print player position always. The idea is that I can say store pause C and then, just write a vector here. Oh, PPC. I can go to C, I can go to B, I can go to A. And the cool thing is that I can do fill A, B, held. And now we have this area filled. Wow. So it's like a building tool thing. Fill A, B. Yeah, so the argument, so held just means the block that I'm currently holding, right? So fill A, B. Let's say, let's just put logs, then stair, and this is the rotation, right? Oh. Hey, we need the model first? That is not how it should be. I'm gonna change that. Let me see. Oh, this is the wrong command. Oh, there's parse block. There we go. Da, da, da. To change that order. It's better to say log stairs than stairs log. It just sounds better. Anyway, that's going to be on the next compilation. But I can also say fill A, B, there, log, back. And then these have the rotation of facing back. And also, I put in support for rolling the block. Let's do, actually, let's roll it to the right. And, no, to the left. And it should go that way. Then it's the other way around. Okay. I guess it's like global rotation. Let me think about this. Doesn't make sense. Hmm. It's a bit cursed, but whatever. So this is roll to the left, and that makes sense. Just the forward facing stair would be like this, and then we're, roll to left, and then it looks like this. And if we have this, and then we roll it to the left. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I typed it the wrong way around. It's like rotated in an interesting way. So I'm gonna. I was holding this there. There we go. Get rid of that. Takes a while to get rid of it. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, this rotation makes sense. This less so. I wish it worked the other way around, but, hope and seeth, I guess. That's how it is. Because the rotation, like, combination stuff makes sense. Like, the math works out, but this just... Like, could make the command make sense, actually. Where if we say, we have back, and then we roll left, then we actually roll to the right, but it looks like you're rolling to the left. I think that's what I'm gonna do. What? Oh, set block. Oh, this is facing left, and if we rolled it to the left, then this is correct, actually. But if we have a stair facing the right, this faces the right, and now I'm gonna go on the left side, and we're gonna roll it left. Actually, it doesn't make sense for everything else except back. What the hell? Why is it incorrect for this one? Hmm. That's curious. Oh, yeah, the log doesn't care about the orientation currently. I could change that. Okay, now here's the question that I'm asking myself. Do I want to figure out the rotations now, or do I want to work on something else? But okay, we're gonna figure out the rotations. That's what I decided. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to show first. Oh yeah, while let is a thing. That's amazing. Yeah, but basically everything else is kind of stuff they've seen. I think, well, I mean, sneaking possibly is something we haven't seen. You can't currently slide on the edges. If you would go off the edge, then you just stop. Which is a bit cringe, but, you know, whatever, whatever. I'll need to fix that at some point. What do you mean by the camera moving down? So I'm gonna relaunch the game actually so that I have the recompiled thing where the arguments are the correct way around. I'm gonna roll it left. To the right. Actually, also, I'm gonna make this a lot faster by not discarding the console string. We will temporarily take this away so I can do this way faster. So I don't have to retype the entire command every single time. Holy shit. Oh, okay, okay, okay. No, that's not the case. I just realized if I want to move, then I have to discard the text anyway. What do you think about this? We're here. And if we want to go to the left, make this a bit wider. Oh yeah, I need to... I'm stupid. Oh yeah, I can't modify the fucking coordinates. No. I can't, like, I can't move the cursor to the left. And then, anyway. I'm just gonna have to retype the command constantly. I accept my fate. I would have to do more to fix this than it's worth. I mean, I guess I should make that. I'm gonna place these, then I'm gonna make the copy thing. Okay, but yeah, but these all make sense. We can roll forward, we can roll back, we can roll to the sides. Amazing. Oh, let's do the thing where we can copy the fucking command. I want to have a proper like command history thing, but hello. Okay, now I can select it. Nice. Oh yeah, I have this whole system just waiting to be made. Well, I'll just do this. did that. I can close the game. Oh. There we go. Nice, nice. I guess we blown it, whatever. Ideally, I would just move this, but it doesn't matter. Now I have to do the up arrow thing. I could just always copy the last string, I guess, by default. I mean, actually, I have the arrow up thing here already. No, there's questions that I need to answer about the console history. I'm overcomplicating it in my head, but I'll do that later. Anyway. I mean, I even pushed the command history. That's funny. It's funny. Yeah, I need to clone. Okay, so that works. Or should work, rather. We'll see what happens. Also, I need to have an essay submitted by 10. That's fun. It's almost done, so I'm not too worried about it, but, you know. It is a thing. So I can just say stuff. Oh, it needs to be a valid command. The TP here, and then I'm pressing up arrow and it's not doing anything. Oh, now so if I'm in the console and then I press up, then it does it. Okay. Fair. Fair. Alright, well, let's do the others. So which way? Okay, that way's the world origin. Oh, actually, we just want to do left. I didn't get enough space, but that's fine because I can get the last console string. Holy shit, that's good. And now we want to roll the left, rotated stair to the left. Did I say left? Now we want to roll it to the right. Yeah, that was worth it, honestly. Now forward. I don't know why I was thinking that it was not going to be worth it. Definitely worth it. Anyway, these rolls all make sense. It's all good. Wahoo. Let's do the right facing stair. We're close to the world origin, so I'll just do it here. Right, and now we are on the left of the right stair. And now we're to the right. Now we're forward from it. Now we're back. And all these still make sense. Oh, actually, this is incorrect. Oh, no, it's not. It is not. It's correct. Like, the color is on the same side we rolled it. We didn't mirror it. That's fine. Anyway. What do you mean the Pico symbol? I'm not familiar enough with Pico, apparently, to get the reference instantly. Anyway, now we have back. And now we have the back facing stair and we roll it back. That makes sense. Now roll it forward. And that makes sense. And now we roll it to the right. It's correct. What was it? Was I tripping? They all work. What would... Okay. Well, I need to move this out of the way. Is it back? Well, duh. Duh. Dude, I was so stupid. No, because I... Okay, so I place the fucking stair here. I say back left. Well, anyway. So I say rotate it to the left, right? Hello, Twill. Yeah, I was going insane with rotations. So say back and left here, and it makes sense that it's gonna be rotated this way because like if we look at it from that, sorry for the flashing lights, I didn't know VLC would do that. Anyway, so I go to the back facing stair. I okay, actually, yeah, like from this perspective, rolling it to the left is different, but if you look at it from the perspective of the stair, then left roll is this left roll. I was just confused about how rotations work. Oh, well, it's good that I went here to confirm that I no longer think that it's broken. It all works. It's all like how it should work. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, I don't need that anymore. I love the fact that I can just go to the VOD and just check what I was doing a bit ago. Ay, ay, ay. Actually, what saves do I have right now? What exists? What? I'm here. I want to be here. A few. I have like rotation test here. I do. I wonder what rotation test is. Oh, it's this. This is like a worse version. And this is the new rotation test. Yeah, I love the debug material. It's good. Oh yeah, I remembered the thing that I wanted to do this stream, actually. So basically, I want to be able to define materials in a way where let's see, material color. Let's just do something like that. Oh. Oh, you don't want to do it like that. Okay. Then... Oh, I forgot this is supposed to be floats. Yeah, so we can... So I want to be able to just build something right? I guess a 3D structure, and have that be a model or material, right? So I can just build an 8 by 8 by 8 thing, probably at the world origin, or then I'll make it, be at some arbitrary location. Probably 100, 100, 100 would be good, because then that's like easy to remember, and I don't have to deal with the world origin. Because if I... What? Oh, I need the rotation. I mean, actually, it might be fine. Hmm. I guess I can just make it be the world origin. Because the worry is... I love the fact that I can just input commands and they do stuff. Set block here held. Forward. I need to spoil the rotation. Yeah. What happened to you? The octree is just corrupted? That's not good. Let's just rebuild the octree. Okay, we get something different. Hmm. Okay, this could lead to a game crash eventually, but we don't properly handle the edges of the world, apparently. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. That was tripping. Hmm. I need to click this. Look at the octant view. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Wait, did I yawn? Damn, I don't even remember yawning. I was like confused about what we were talking about. It has to be about me yawning. Anyway. Hmm. What's fun? Oh, okay. Yeah. So the thing I wanted to do before I go sidetracked is just be able to build an 8 by 8 thing and then export that as a model and or material. And I think for that, I also kind of want to do a thing where I can go the other way around, where I can take a block and export it to this like world format where it's just single colored blocks, so I can have a starting point for building. I think that would make sense. So I think I'm gonna do that. I didn't mean to do that. This there. Mm-mm. So what is the name of that command gonna be? Mm. Oh yeah, I can make it simpler as well. I don't need to save it to disk. I can just load it as a world instantly. And if I want to, like, quote unquote, export it, then I just need to save it. Yes, 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 yes. Alright. I guess open block. We're gonna open the block as a world. I have to make the command name a bit more explicit. Thank you for the nice comment. Cool. Well, I'm gonna fish you for more compliments. What makes it nice? Well, I'm curious, but it's also that. Uh, but I do agree that like Minecraft style of building is nice, And I don't. Well, I did show you actually in like DMs, like the filling areas thing, and I still need to make the tool where you can just click on a position and have it be stored. Yes, that's like apparently my personality. I don't know. I guess deal with it. Deal with it. I think I do it with everyone. Oh yeah. Okay. What do I do here? Ba-ba-ba-ba. So we first want to get the block. So what do I? Why is this block command this and everything else uses the different thing? What? What? Parse block. We can do this. We don't have to parse them separately. Oh no no no! It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. We parse these separately so that if we want to keep the material or model of the, yeah, yeah okay, okay yeah. Well, I can just show you. Yeah, but I'm aware of it, right? I'm aware of it. I don't have to tell you. Anyway, the thing I can do is if I let's say I want to have a stair version of this, then I can say um block and I want this material no it's model first. No, it's material first. Okay, I want to keep the material, so block held and then I can say stair. Uh it doesn't work like that. Oh yeah, I guess I removed that fucking functionality. Amazing. So the thing that I thought that it would do doesn't even work. Alright. And I can change the model and the material separately anyway. So this whole command is meaningless. It's just meaningless. There's no reason to have it. Why do I have it? Well, I can get the block with one command instead of two, I guess. Anyway. Well, well. I need to have that. That's fine. Do that. I think we have the default rotation with this. Anyway. The command console is great. I'm happy with it. It's all good. Aye, aye, aye. Anyway. Go here. Force block. Get the block. We do that. That should work. I'm gonna test it though. Yay. Yeah, I can do that. That's fine. It's fine. Alright, anyway. Yes. That is the like this is what led me to make my game without an engine. It like being able to build and play is kind of the whole reason, honestly. No, okay. Okay. I I need to find an image. Hold on. If I find it fast, then I'll be happy. Yes. I can also. This is more pixelated and stretched, but that's good. I'm gonna save the image. Like, is this crazy? Okay. I guess. This is what I imagined in my head. I love this ant. It's such a good image. It's such a good image. Ay, ay. Anyway. Oh yeah. I didn't talk about this on stream, but I talked about this with someone. Wink, wink. I'm gonna sit down now. I've been standing for the whole stream so far, but it's time to code. I have to be a bit more comfortable. Anyway. True, true. I mean, I did some coding already, right? But I just went insane with rotations. But 46 minutes in, it's time to lock in, right? We've had our fun. It's time to do work. Alright, we need to get the current block. Well, not the current block. We just need a block. So we're gonna say let block, and we just do this. Yay! And actually, we do make it mutable because we want to be able to supply a rotation. And we want to get a rotation. Where do we have this here? I can just copy paste this. Yay! I can even leave the comment. It's the same to do that I have here. Yes. So we do the rotation. That's fine. Now we have the block. And we need to make a new world. Yeah. Actually, I didn't even need to do that. I can... Yes, this is the emoji that I want. Still true. Anyway, so we want to just load an empty world. So game state. Where do we? Oh, we just say game state dot voxels equals world. Okay, okay. Why are you struggling with this? We just say voxels new. Right? Yes, we do indeed. What does a new voxels world look like though? Oh, the octree is completely empty. I have to make a octree for that. Blah, blah, blah. And we supply a size, and I think we'll do like 16 for that. Yep. Damn, I spot my name being capitalized. I disapprove. I disapprove. I don't know if I've told you this before, but it's whenever I see this, my eyes just like this thing. This bothers me. It's supposed to be like this. It's less bad with this, but it's still like, oof. Anyway, that bothers me less because I know you're doing it as a joke. But yeah, it is a preference thing. True, you're so serious all the time. I don't know if we can be your friends. Ample Voxels. I only have one new command here. Okay. I was thinking that I was gonna supply the octree like directly into here, but that's not what I can do. We do that. That's good. I need to clear out all these stairs at some point, so anyway, not now. Stay focused. We do that, and now we need to set blocks. It's gonna be 8. Wow, can I type? Hello? Barely. Holy. Anyway, I also want to make a thing where I can just take 2 vector 3s and then make an iterator and just iterate all the like positions in between. Oh. Oh, parasocial. It's a funny term. Basically how well there's the Wikipedia smile. Basically people think they're friends with streamers and YouTubers, but that streamers and YouTubers don't know them. So it's like one way, kind of. At least that's my impression of it. Aye, aye, aye. Anyway. Damn. I I'm lost on the wings. I don't even know what you're on about at this point. Ay, ay, ay. Mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Do I want to do this on empty oak tree? I guess I could. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Okay, I want to do this in a slightly different way. It doesn't matter, but this just feels a bit better. That's... So after we have made the world, we're gonna assign it to the game state, right? So if we shouldn't really get any errors here, but if we get an error, then it means we don't just overwrite the current world for no reason. We're only gonna override it at the end when everything's like good and done. Okay, yeah, but I mean, if there's a thoughtful joke being made with that, then I don't know. Aye, aye. But the earlier wink wink was because I was chatting with Will before the stream. Anyway, this is interesting. We do that. Also, we don't want to do that. We want to say new world dot auxiliary cache equals this. And actually, I can just do this. Yay! And then guess we do set block. Oh yeah, we need to actually get the well. Let's first do a test run where we just set the world to be debug blocks, just to see if the basic concept works. DDG? Sure. I don't know if I should ask. Oh, okay. Ah. Ah, okay, okay. Damn. But you didn't know if you should ask about what? I need to say that needs to be mutable. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't use DuckDuckGo, right? That's right. Like, if I search something, it's by default start page. And if I need to YouTube something, then I do at YT, and then, you know, that's that. Did you know Google is evil? Did you know that Google is evil? uh... yes. Yeah. That's it's not that funny, but I wanted to do that for a while. Yeah, there are other search engines you can use, and I don't remember if I talked to you about this. I might have about wanting to do that thing. Yeah. Start page. Start page is great. Works for me. I can say that much. Anyway. Open block as world. And then I guess I need to specify what not arguments, what do you mean? Oh yeah, rotation. Okay, so the world is too small. That's amazing. Oh, if we rebuild the octree, then it's like the default size. Huh. And then it's fine. Okay. What is the default size, actually? You know what? We're not gonna give an octree very start. We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna place the blocks without an octree. Then we're gonna say new world dot recalculate octree. That's what we're gonna do. We do that. We do that. Aye. Anyway, we recompile. I'm gonna remote hack you by, you know, coming to your computer physically and installing Linux. The best remote hack called physical access. Anyway, we have this, and now we just need to grab each voxel of the material and model, and then make that a block. Can I say it directly for a block? Hold on. Get voxel. Well, actually, impl block. Do we have get voxel here? Yes, we do. We do. We do. Let voxel. Let me just do this, and that should work. Wow, that's actually amazing. Um, then we say voxel here. And well, this actually doesn't matter. Damn, I messed everything. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah, we need this here. And then we take this. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be... I should rename that material. And this should, in theory, work. Let's take debugs there. Now, open block as world held forward. And look at that. Look at that. It's just the thing. It's a scaled up thing. Wow. Amazing. Let's do log stair. Or log slab, maybe? And it's the block, but it's scaled up. And it's just made of these. Amazing. And I'm gonna have my start block. I don't know if that's audible on stream, but my stomach just decided to grumble. That's amazing. And the best thing is, it's not just the surface. Like, the whole block is filled out like it should be. Amazing. Yeah, this is the finished block. It's a bit less interesting like this. There. Yeah, I didn't want to leave you out, you know? Ay, ay, ay. You're welcome, you're welcome. Anyway. Yeah, so now the idea is that I could take this thing here and just make a better, like, texture. You know, well, texture as in material, right? Also, let me fill this out. Just, I can do that. Fill that out. So for the logs, I was thinking that I'm gonna have one material for the inside of the log and one material for the, like, you know, edge, the bark. Right? Actually, store pulse here. The log looks so naked now. I don't know what to tell you. Except that. I can say air as well. No, I can't say air. Also, I just messed up. Why can't I say air? Yeah, I guess I don't do that. Oh, it's a thing for the models. Hmm. Okay. This is the thing I have to do for convenience. Uh, and probably if we're doing air, then we don't really care about rotation, but that's gonna still be present there regardless. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I'm not imagining that this thing would really be used for map building a lot. It's more just for like making the actual like textures and models. Because making it through code is fine, but then sometimes it's better to be able to like manually place things. Well, anyway, I kind of want to be able to fill an area and only replace air, I think. But do I do that right now? Let's see. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. I don't think so. Also, there's one kind of problem with me having this be at the world origin, which is that if I accidentally like fill something below the word limit, well, I mean, actually, I've done it here now. It's a bit messy. It's a bit messy and stinky, I think. Well, I haven't done much here. I can discard this for now. I'm gonna make it not be at the world origin. That's just a bad idea. It is simply put a bad idea. I'm gonna make it reside at 888. You like everything. Oh, almost everything. Not a bad thing. But I'm just saying. Fair, fair. Aye, aye. Oh. Alright, I'd love you focus. Holy hell. Log cube forward. That is what we want to open, and then we have it here instead of the world origin. And it lines up nicely with the octants. Wow. We take this. Okay. I'm gonna make the thing where I can just click on a position and have that be remembered as a thing. It's gonna be so much faster to just be like bam bam and then fill instead of like, you know, moving to the right position and then just making the command. It's just like click click and that's it. So how am I gonna do that? I need to have some kind of special thing. I don't have items currently. I want to have items. How am I gonna do that? How do I implement items? There are a bunch of workarounds I could do. I could like just make a special bind that stores the thing that I'm looking at. But that's not a good approach. It's not a good approach. For example, the teleporting currently is a special keybind. I could also turn the teleport into just an item, right? You just have the item and then you click with the item and then it does a special action, right? I really want to have that. Let's see the hotbar. Yeah, so currently it holds blocks. I want to have these things be either blocks or items. What are items? How am I going to render the items? I think the items are going to be represented by some special block, basically. They're going to look like blocks, but they're not going to be blocks. So I could basically just make it like a 3D model of like a pickaxe, for example. I don't know, like pickaxe is the first example. Well, it's because of Minecraft. I know why. I can do that, and then have it just be rendered on the hotbar like any other block. But then we have special behavior instead of placing down the thing that looks like a pickaxe. All right. Am I really gonna make the items just be blocks? No. That's not gonna be the case. We're gonna actually have some special thing here. No, the item is gonna be either an item or a block. How do I do this? It could be an enum, I guess. Hello, Hankai. Let me show you the latest thing that I did. So, well, first of all, actually, I can store positions, and then I can do fill commands. I can fill areas. Great stuff. So let me delete this thing. Oh, I'm supposed to be here. That's the thing. And you can probably see the log, the log block that's placed here. It's not a log block. It is individual colored blocks. And what I can do is open block as world, and then debug stair. And now we have the debug stair represented with full blocks. Very cool stuff. And this is going to be used for making new materials and models, like, manually, by placing these down. And now I'm thinking, I want to have special tools. Log thing. I want to have special tools for being able to click on places, you know, and have those positions be remembered. So I can just do click, and then fill command instead of like navigating the position, saying store pose A here, going to the other position, saying, you know, fill A here, and whatever the block is. So essentially what you just said, right? Oh, auto mode just caught a spam bot. Nice. Anyway, would it be easier to. Well, I'm not really looking to do it as like a hard-coded thing for Phil, where I just like do this and then go here and do that. Because I also have store ball stay here, then now let's have him to move this area up, right? Wow, and we just moved it up, right? And I want to be able to set these positions for anything. So it's a bit of a more generalized system thing. So I don't have an undo command, so just there we go. I need to make an undo redo system as well. Anyway. Also with the move command, if I try to move twice, like the A and B positions don't move with the moved area. I I might have to make a special case where they do. But yeah, we'll see, we'll see. We'll see how everything comes together. Anyway. This looks so dumb, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have we're gonna have 9 hotbar entries and not 9 blocks. Oh, but we might have something empty as well. I guess it would be this. Now I can say none here. Now we have some other errors, which is fine, because they're expecting blocks, not an option hotbar entry. Yeah, the struct item is empty right now, but that's fine. I'm gonna get to that later. Yeah. So at 10, I need to have an essay submitted. So if we get to like 9, then I'm gonna have to take a break to finish the essay and submit it. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm looking at the time. It's yeah. But it's the essay is not so important that I would have postponed the entire stream, and it's basically done. So it's fine. It's fine. This needs a few finishing touches. What? Interesting. I need to do this. This works? Okay, sure. This is yeah, great language semantics. I'd say const none instead of none. Whatever. We deal with it. We accept the language for what it is. We're accepting here. And we are gonna return a option hotbar entry. Same thing here. Option hotbar entry. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Have a good cardio. Don't trip and fall and whatever. I don't know if it's called tripping if you like fall over with a bike, but whatever. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Now we have everything else airing out, which is fine. Let me think. Oh, okay. Well, I feel like you could still fall over with that if you really tried to. Like, if you really get into it, you know, you'll find a way. But don't do it, right? Don't even think about it. uh, hmm. Yeah, 'cause now I'm thinking the items are always going to be represented by blocks anyway. Their icons are basically 3D things. Hmm. Yeah, no, I do want to. Yeah, they're going to be different. Anyway, let's go everywhere that expects blocks and correct this stuff. So 2749. They're trying to get the block. Oh, yeah, this makes sense. Because this logic assumes that we have a block on our hotbar, and that might not be the case anymore. We might have an item, and the item needs special behavior. Yay! So what do we do here? Yeah, left click, not necessarily going to be a block. Alright. So here, I'm going to match. And if we have a block, then we do this alt behavior. If we have an item, then we do some special behavior for the item. And I guess blocks are a type of item, technically. I could make that a thing. Uh, hmm. But I think for now I'm just gonna have a hard divide between items and blocks. Blocks are the thing I had previously, and items are gonna be something special. I think that makes sense. But let me think. Ooh, now I'm thinking about it, and I kind of want to do it a different way, where everything's unified. So you could have a struct item, and then blocks are just a type of item. Ooh, and I guess item is not going to be a... It's not a struct, it's going to be a trait. I might not finish this now. This might need a bit more cooking in my head, but we'll see, we'll see. Okay. So items are traits. That means that I can implement different behavior for left and right click for each item. And then the item is also going to have a block that represents it. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, middle click is going to be just a global behavior that picks the current block that you're looking at. Alright. What does this take? This takes a mutable game state. Does it take anything else? It doesn't really need anything else. Like, we just we have the game state and we left clicked. So game state has everything we need. Actually, we don't do a default implementation. What do we return? We return nothing, actually. That's it. That's the function. Then we have right click. And now if these and we need a thing for the visuals, so we're gonna have this is such a mouthful. It's not gonna be static. Also, if we have some information here, then we might need to have mutable self. Here we only need self, and we're gonna return a block. I think this is a good structure for items. I could maybe have the block be a const. No, not a const, but a... No, yeah, no. This is better as a function. I don't know if I could like enforce having certain like struct members that are always accessible through a trait, maybe. This is fine for now. That's fine for now. Do we don't need this enum anymore because everything is of type item. But I guess it's gonna be an optional item. She might have something, or do we just need an empty item? Now, what do we do? We say we just ignore everything. Don't do anything with the left click. Oh, actually, empty item. We should do the block behavior with this. Yeah, if we have nothing in our hands, then we still want to be able to modify the block terrain. Alright, have a good one, Will. Good luck with everything, yeah. And don't don't fall over when you're cycling and stuff like yeah. Yeah. At least you got to see some exciting visual stuff, but now we're in the code land of thinking and being very boring. I'm gonna do this for now. Oh yeah, these are supposed to be blocks. For now, they're blocks anyway. I need to have these Oh, or maybe I am gonna have default behavior, and the default behavior is um like modifying the block terrain. True. True. If I have these here, I don't think I have to do anything there. Do I? Yeah. Now we only are missing one thing, which is get visual representation. I guess for that we just return an error block. Now we say, let's do that. Yay! Get visual representation self. We return that. Yeah, and then these are gonna be well, right click is not necessarily gonna be that. I might make it so we don't actually have empty items, but the quote unquote empty items are just like air blocks. So everything makes a bit more sense. Yeah. I also realized I can do things that feel illegal. I can do this. I can literally just say impl item for block. And I can have the same struct. Holy shit. I don't need to make a separate struct. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's almost like this is what traits are for. Oh, what do you mean? Hold on. Oh, I just need to say self. One of the greatest functions of all time. Get this star self. Yes. Peak coding. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. Yeah. I guess this is fine. Yeah. I was thinking the default right click could just get the visual representation and place that down. But I don't know. Actually, that's not gonna even work necessarily. Also, this is why am I tripping? These are I'm restricting the visual representation for blocks right now. I want it to be just voxels. But how am I gonna do this? Hmm. Because if I make like the custom item icon thing, let's say it's the pickaxe, for example. Now, I don't necessarily want to make a block model and material for that. I just want it to be a thing they can load. How do we do the hotbar currently? Here's the hotbar. To make an oak tree. This is funny. And we set a block there. Yeah. But now I want to be able to set individual voxels instead of setting a block. I'm sorry if that was audible. I adjusted my microphone position, so I want to be standing up for a while. I guess to get visual representation, you could just return an octree. I could do that. And for blocks, then we just, instead of making an empty world and setting the block here, we do it in the implementation for the block. Yeah, I think that actually makes sense. Yeah. Because the hotbar items, like, they are going to be rendered using octrees. Yes. Yes. This makes sense. Okay. Yeah. I'm also looking at the time. Where do we have hotbar? Here. Alright. Don't do not call me a baka for this. I don't approve. In a joking manner, to be clear. Anyway. So we want to return an octree, then we don't have to worry about anything. We don't care about how the octree is constructed. We don't care. We just, the hotbar expects an octree. We give it a fucking octree. Wow, amazing. And that's, done and dusted. We don't care how we get it. What I could do for items is that I load a world, or I could just load the octree from disk. I have a save load for octrees, right? Like, where's my save load? Here. I can save the octree on disk. Well, to be honest, it's probably better to save the icon as a world where everything's made of like the solid colored blocks, and then I load that, and then I make an oak tree out of that, so that I can actually edit it later, right? I think that makes sense. Yeah, anyway. That's that. Yep. And blocks just return their own oak tree. That's that. What else do I have on my mind? And then yes. I think this is a solid plan. Also, welcome back, Dolhankai. I'm about to end the stream. Because I need to finish the essay. But for now, that's some note updates. That's fine. I can just push that. I don't have anything. I have some things I'll make these commits and then. Okay, I don't even know if this is a good thing to do. That's that. Well, it's not sooner, it's like more frequently. And now I can do that here. And discard that. Let's do cargo format. Oh, okay, okay. Damn. Fair, fair. We have that. I didn't even commit to like getting the last console string. Well, that's fine. I can do that. Then we go here. If I stash everything, then we should still pass all the tests. If this intermittent commit is fine. These are tweaks, and then I'm gonna separately do this. Now, these changes. I don't need that. Well, that's these I don't want to commit yet. But instead, we're gonna go on a new branch. New branch time. Bring my changes. Yes. And there we go. Everything's committed. Everything's like neat. We're in a dev branch. We have this. And then eventually I'm gonna just merge this back in, squash and merge, or just make a patch and then apply that on main. Nice, but but I love the fact that I had this this idea that we just return an octree. We don't care about how the octree is constructed. We just return the octree, and the icons most likely they just load a world, but they can do whatever they want technically. Dude, stop telling such scary stories, you know? It's like, I don't know what to tell you. 2 months of work uncommitted. Ay. Anyway, we're gonna look for, or first I'm gonna check if we are gonna raid, and then if we are gonna raid, then who are we gonna raid? Let's see. And the website loads. It's 2. Well, good enough. Let's see. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? There's someone. Let's see. There's someone's stream. It's just called Good Old Survival Game Dev. That seems like a place to be. I think we're gonna go there. We'll see what it's like there. True, but I mean, a rate of 1 is like, yeah, I don't know. 2 is on the edge. So don't you dare get out of the raid. The outro. Anyway, here are the links. You can see everything. Take a screenshot now if you want to keep this, because I will end the stream now. Goodbye. Have a good one. Bye bye.